Y'all know what's going on. It's time for another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about how to get out of a gang. I've had a lot of people hit me up asking me that question, so I think it's time that I go ahead and do an episode about that, because I'm hoping that I'm getting a lot of people asking me this question because you want to find a way out of the gang. And if that's not the case and you just want to hear a story about the issue, then I'm going to give you that too, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm here to please, right? But mostly I'm here to deter the lifestyle. Always remember that. You know what I mean? Because the lifestyle is not the lifestyle that you would want for anybody. Trust me on that. You know, when I walked away from the lifestyle after 20-something years, I was able to do it. I was able to retire. You know what I mean? But most people are not able to do that. So I'm going to be telling you about that as far as GD is concerned, how you can get out of a gang. And I hope that you're asking, again, those of you out there that are asking, I hope that you're asking because you want a way out and not just because you want to hear a story. Either way, I'm going to give it to you raw. You know what I'm saying? And uncut. Y'all already know that's how I get down. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Yeah, look here. Check this out, right? Like I said, I'm going to tell you about how you can get out of a gang, right? But I'm going to do that in the course of telling you this story about this young brother that I knew that I had to deal with him. I was still in rotation at this time, so I had to make a decision about whether he could remain a member or not, right? But let me tell you what this individual did that brought the hammer down on himself, right? Look here. He wasn't a gangster long himself, right? But what he was trying to do was build an army, you know what I'm saying, outside the penitentiary. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. Let me check this out. Let me explain to you about the process of becoming a gangster first. Anytime somebody wants to become a gangster, they got to go to one of the brothers, or the brothers go to them, and they hang around each other, and somebody somewhere on one side or the other says, okay, look, I want to be this, or do you want to be that, right? And if a brother knows somebody that wants to become a member of the order, they got to bring that to the body. They got to bring that to the board. And so everybody has an opportunity to decide if they want this individual or these individuals to become a part of the org. Because these individuals, they're going to be responsible for if they are able to make it and become members of the organization. But this is what he did. Like I said, he was a young person himself, but he had some younger people. They were like teenage and young adults, right? High schoolers. He had them on the streets that, he was cool with. He's talking to these people every day on the phone. So he tells them that he's got juice and he's going to make them gangster disciples, right? And they were going to have to do all of these things out there for him. Now, we didn't know anything about this, but it's going to be you're going to see how it came to us, you know what I'm saying, as far as finding out what was going on. But this is what happened. So this is what he does. He gets on a state phone, and when I say a state phone, I'm talking about the phone that's in the pod that we use every day when we call our families and friends and loved ones. You feel me? So he gets on the phone and he gets them to repeat after him a pledge over the phone, putting the business out there like that, right? So he gets them to do that, and they repeat after him. They say the pledge, and they do this and they do it. He tells them, now you're gangster disciples and you're under me. So he's their blesser. They have to basically do what he says, because he's, as a blesser, if he does it the right way, if he would have done it the right way, he's responsible for teaching them the things that they need to know about being a gangster disciple and all of that, the lit that they need to learn, the rules that we go by, everything. He's responsible for them because he brought them in. But these 4 people, it was 4 of them, y'all. Check this out now. These 4 people, he was able to trick them into believing that they were gangster disciples, right? Now, one of them was this female. And she was involved in a lot of credit card theft and all that old kind of stuff, right? So this brother was talking to me one day, and he was trying to tell me about somebody he knew that could make some money, do this and do that, right? Well, I really wasn't interested in that aspect of it, right? But I knew that this individual was coming to visit him. So I was like, look, what about this individual, you know what I'm saying, bringing you to pack? Can they get out like that? All that other stuff that you're talking about, I'm not into that. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got to be careful of that kind of stuff. Feds be looking, getting the credit card, stealing people's IDs. I ain't finna go through all that, right? So anyway, he was like, I don't know, man. She might do it, especially if you get on the phone and talk to her. And he said, she's a sister. I said, she a sister? He was like, yeah, she's a sister. I said, oh, okay then. I said, we lived in the same pod, right? So I said, look here, when we go in this afternoon, right? Because we had phones on the ball field, but people were using them and people be walking by. So I didn't really want to be on the phone down. I wanted to be in the pod so I could control my surroundings. I didn't want anybody hearing what I was saying to her, right? Because I'm assuming that because she was a sister, that I could talk in code to her and she would understand what I'm talking about. You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, we get back to the unit. About 7:30 that night. He calls her up. He tell her this the big homie, all this and that, right? All that old kind of stuff, right? I'm not really into all that, but if that's what it takes, do what you do, right? So he puts me on the phone. He introduces me to her. She's all excited. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to her on the phone, and immediately, she's trying to appeal to me in a different way, right? Like, what you doing and how you doing, and I'm looking for this and I'm looking for that. I'm like, hold on, sis. I ain't even on none of that. I don't understand, why you even come to me like that. But here's the business. I told bro, now keep in mind, some of the stuff that I'm saying to you straight out, I'm saying to her in code. You feel what I'm saying? But I said, look here, some of the things that, the things that I told bro that I wanted to talk to you about had to do with the business, right? And I'm trying to find out if you can take care of the business for us. You feel what I'm saying? And I said, can you move some things for us? You feel what I'm saying? And she was like, well, what are you talking about? I said, well, you coming to visit this weekend? She was like, yeah. I said, look, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure my gal come and see me and visit. I'm going to go to visit. And when we get to visit, I want you to come to the table, and I'm going to explain to you what it is that I need you to do. Are we good? She was like, yeah, we good. I said, GD that then, right? Now, look here. First thing, when she didn't respond back to that, I'm thinking, okay, maybe she, tripping because we're on the state phone. Maybe she don't want to say that, right? So I said, PML, right? She said, PML. I said, whoa, wait a minute. She don't know what she's doing then. Okay. I said, how old are you? She told me, I'm 19. I said, okay, that's what's up. So I'm looking at bro, right? Because when I said PML, she was supposed to, like, anybody out there that know anything about GD, right? It's a certain thing that she was supposed to say back to me, right? See, PML means plenty much love, right? So she was supposed to say never too much. You feel what I'm saying? That was supposed to be her response to me if she's a sister. You understand what I'm saying? So when she didn't say that to me, that made me wonder, okay, what's really going on? So when I get off the phone, I say, hey, bro. I said, how long she been a sister? And he said, not that long. I said, okay. I'm getting the benefit of the doubt, right? Because I have no idea at this time that he's the brother that brought her in. I don't know none of that right now. You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, I said, okay. I said, man, y'all need to get in touch with the sisters out there, man, and make sure they know what the business is. He was like, yeah, bro, I'll do that. But at that time, I'm looking at his face. He's looking weird. But I dismissed it because I have no reason to be suspicious of this brother in any way, shape, or form. So the look that he gave me means nothing, but it's in the back. I always keep stuff stored in the back of that cranium. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So anyway, we go to visit. I'm at visit. I'm sitting at the table with my gal. I call over. You know what I'm saying? Introduce my gal to her, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, skip it, all that old kind of stuff, right? So she sat down. I said, look here, this is what I need. I need you to bring the bag. Give it to bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I got somebody that's going to bring it back. And we good. This is what we going to pay you. She said, okay, I can do that. I'm saying, okay, that's what's up. Now we good. So I tell her, okay, you can go on back, you know what I'm saying, over to the table. I don't need you to stay right here. But she kept sitting there looking at me weird. Being disrespectful to my gal and everything, the way she was looking at me, because I'm a grown man. I know what she's looking at me like that for. And my gal does too. So I tell her, look, dismiss. Get up from the table and go on and go back over it. For whatever reason, that turned her on even more. She was like, okay then. Got up, went to the table, get back to the pod. Now, hold on, let me back up. My gal shoot crazy. She's like, what you got going on? I said, this is business. Straight business. That's it. I said, you heard every word that I said. This is straight business. I don't know her. I don't care nothing about her. This is just what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Now, keep in mind, in my mind, she's a sister. So there is a level of love there just because of the business. But I don't know her. And I asked her to take care of the business. She said, good, cool, that's what's up, right? There it is. So anyway, get back to the unit. I'm talking to bro. I'm like, man, you need to check her. Because I'm thinking he messed with her. He was like, she ain't my gal. She just take care of business for me out there. I said, oh, for real? That's it? He was like, yeah, she getting money all kinds of ways. I said, okay then. This might be something. This might lead to something. You know what I'm saying about this money? This might lead to something. So anyway, he calls on the phone. I get on the phone with her. Now, you got to keep in mind, I'm thinking now, okay, she about that bread. So I get on the phone and I indulge her. We're talking. She's saying all this and saying, I'm trying to be slick. And I'm letting her know, look here, you seen my gal in the VG? She don't play. I ain't got no time for that. She said, you need to be with a sister anyway. I'm like, nah. I keep that separate. If you the business, you can't be with me like that. Because if something go down, you know what I'm saying, you got to get it. The sisters need to be able to do what they need to do without worrying about what a brother going to do. So it is what it is with me. Now, a lot of brothers do that. I don't. That's what it was with me back in the day. So anyway, we on the phone talking. She take care of the business. The next week, he bring it back to me. I said, oh, that's what's up. Everything looking good. So then she does it the next week. Something happened. The pack messed up. Something go wrong. Again, the pack messed up. So now I'm looking at him like, man, what do you got going on, man? You got this thing working one time and now the last 2 times something done happened with the pack. I said, man, just because she a sister, man, ain't no, you know what I'm saying, looking the other way on this. She got to pay for that. Because I know it was dropped off. She had it. Now where is it at? And we talking about weed and crack, y'all. Ain't nobody got time to be playing about that back in the day. You know what I'm saying? When I was backsliding. Y'all know when I was backsliding. But anyway, I'm sitting there listening and talking to him and listening to all this crap he feed me. So anyway, I got to go into Mac mode now. So I get on the phone with her. I said, what's going on with you? Yeah. I know what she wants, so I'm going to give her what she wants because I need to get her. It's called playing a sucker to catch a sucker. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So I'm talking to her, and she doing what she do. She saying what she say. And I'm like, yeah, I feel you. I said, how long you been a sister? And she was like, not that long, bro. Just put me down, this and that. I said, when did he put you down? Because I'm knowing he been locked up for a couple of years. She said a few months ago. You kidding me? A few months ago. How many is a few? She said 2. Oh. I said, how did he do it? Oh, she gave me the whole bit and told me the other individuals that was involved too. I said, so he put 4 of y'all down over the phone. She was like, yeah. She said, something wrong? I said, no. I had to rock her to sleep. I said, nah, because I don't want her to say nothing to him. I said, nah, ain't nothing wrong. Everything good. I said, okay. I said, you learning everything you need to learn? I got to hit her like that to keep her calm. She was like, yeah, but it's hard because, he'll give me lessons over the phone. Now I'm pissed again. He giving you lessons over the phone. So ain't nobody out there to teach y'all this, that, and the third. Not that it would be okay anyway, but I'm asking these questions. Because right now I'm building a case. She don't understand that, though. So after she tell me everything she need to tell me, I tell bro them, look here, man. Tomorrow night, in the gym, man, bring bro to the spot. We up in the gym. The board, all of us sitting in the bleachers, right? I'll never forget this, man. We in the bleachers, chilling, right? I done told brother, I said, when he come up here, normally I wouldn't do the question because I'm the 9, right? And okay, let me answer that question too. Somebody asked me a question about what's the difference between the 9 and the 1. Okay, the 9 is who run the compound. You feel what I'm saying? And my number one is like the person up under me. You know what I'm saying? That's my assistant, okay, at the time. So I hope I answered that question. But let me get back to the story. So I tell everybody, look here, check this out. When he come over here, because normally I wouldn't be the one that's questioning. I said, look here, I'm going to do all the talking. Y'all just need to go along with what I'm saying. Just ride with whatever I say. Don't even worry about it. But we got to make sure that we get everything out of him before we pull the trigger. They're like, that's what's up, OGD that. So when he come over, I said, hey, bro, let me rap with ya. He said, what's going on, for? We handshake everything, all this and that, right? Everything good. I got to get him to lower his guard. You feel what I'm saying? I can't let him think that something's up. I said, let me tell you something, bro. I said, man, I respect you, man. I respect how you get down, this, and that. You know what I'm saying? And the little sister out there, man, she told me, you know what I'm saying, how you put them down on the phone and everything was straight like that, right? But I said, man, I got one concern. I said, you need to make sure that they learn what they need to learn so that they'll be able to do what they need to do for the org. You feel what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, I'm working on that. I said, tell me how you going about doing that? You sending them lit? And lit is the stuff that we need to learn, right? It's just about the organization, the foundings, and all of that kind of stuff. It's the information that we didn't know, the rules and everything, right? I said, so you sending them lit or you just talking over the phone? He said, no, we just talking over the phone. I said, so you putting the business out there? You know, they record. This is what I'm saying in my mind. They record the phone calls, but okay, here he go. He putting the business out there like that. He could do this at visit, but he's not doing it at visit. He's doing it on the phone with all four of them. I said, oh, okay then, that's what's up. I said, so how did you bless him though, man? I said, and I'm laughing, right? I'm trying to rock him. I said, man, because that's the first time I've even heard of that, man. But we're going to let that thing slide for a minute. How did you do it? And he told me, he got him on the phone, and he read the pledge to him, told him to repeat it back to him, all this and that. And that was the end of it. I said, that was the inside. Wasn't no folks over at the house to witness this or nothing. He was like, no. And he said, really? You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to keep it real with you folks. He said, man, they really ain't the folks. I'm just using them. You feel me? Now, when he said that, that really pissed me off. I said, that's what's up. That's what's up. I said, let me tell you something. I said, brother, when you leave from here, brother, I'm going to write you up, man, for disrupting the organization of unity, plugging somebody without, you know what I'm saying, getting the proper clearance forward, you know what I'm saying, undue heat, bringing the undue heat, you know what I'm saying, because you done put our business on the phone, and now you got these 4 individuals, and from what I understand, 2 of them were minors that are acting like they the folks, and you just not sat here and told me that you really don't even care that they the folks, you just use them. I said, all I want you to do right now is one thing. If you don't plead guilty, now keep in mind the write-ups ain't even been done. I'm telling him it's coming. The write-ups ain't been done, ain't nothing been done, but I'm looking at him, I got that look on him, you know that gangster look, where you got your lip turned up, looking all crazy, and everybody staring at it, ain't nobody blinking. Everybody eyes wide open like a smoker, staring him down, and got that snarl on their face. Yeah, nigga. It's just like that. You feel me, man? So everybody watching it. And I tell him, I said, look here, man. You plead guilty, I'm going to give you 3 minutes, but you done. You try to fight it, it's going to be 6 minutes, and you still done. So about that time, I seen one tear roll down his face. Oh, he good now. He good. Tear rolled down his cheek. I said, what's that for? He said, folks, you taking it from me? I said, first of all, I said, look here, I'm going to be a little premature with this. Don't call me folks no more. See, I knew that was going to hit him in his gut. You can't even call me folks no more. I said, you can cross the line, man. I said, you don't cross the line. You were told when you became a part of this org, man, how to go about it and do what you got to do, right? But you done crossed the line, man. You using people in the name of GD. You got me talking to her like it's the business. Why didn't you tell me that this was all a scam? You ain't even do that. You got me thinking it's the business. I knew if I'd have told you wouldn't approve. I said, you damn right I wouldn't have approved. I said, so what you gonna do, man? I ain't finna even let him keep talking about it. Tears rolling down his face. Look like a real sucker. You know what I'm saying? I said, what you gonna do, man? And about that time, my COS looked at him and said, man, come with me. Now, this is a big dude. And my COS a big dude too, right? Both of them a couple of inches taller than me. Both of them probably outweigh me about 40 pounds. But I ain't worried about that. I got these hands anyway. I ain't worried about none of that. If he whoop me, whoop me. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is with me. So my COS take him to the back. I said, look here, man. This is what it's going to be. What you want to do? Because if I got to put paper down and do this in the morning, you know what I'm saying, we're going to go and take it to trial. He get him a chance to go on and take what he got coming and get on down right then. And this is what I want to try to explain to y'all. Other than getting out of the organization by retiring, you get put out. You get put out because you done broke the rules. And when you get put out for breaking the rules, you get hands on, get beat. I'm talking about beat up. It's more than a physical violation, because when you get put in a physical violation, you're not being pushed on to be out of the organization. You're not being kicked out. You're being disciplined. But see, in this situation, he's going to be beat because he's no longer going to be a part of us. That's just the business. So folks tell him, look here, make me put the paperwork in, we're going to give you 6 anyway. You go on and accept your fate right now, we're going to give you 3 minutes, we're going to tap you up real quick back here, and then you done, you go your way. This big dude, I'm talking about big dude. He ain't no coward, but he a big dude though. He said, man, come on with the 3 minutes, man. But I'm gonna fight it though, man. I still want to be a part of it. Bro told him that's over with. He said, bro done spoke on it. That's over with. You done. So they go in the back. They tap him up. Tat 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 tat. They tap him up. Now he try to walk back over where we at. Man, get on, man. Can't sit over here with us. Get away from us. So he walk away looking all sad. And part of me, I felt bad for him. Because he hadn't been to business a couple of years. I felt bad for him a little bit, but not that much. So then the gym closes. Get back to the unit. I'm back in the unit. I lay down, I go to sleep. That next morning, knock on the door. Guess who it is? It's him. He said, folks, can I talk to you? I look at it, I said, you ain't my folks. So I pushed the door, and my security sitting out there at the time. I said, man, why y'all let him get up on this door, man? He said, bro, he need to holler at you, man. Just holler at him. So he come in the cell. It's dark, and I'm thinking, oh, he gonna try something. So I get back, I lay on my, get back to the bunk where my pillow at. So I lean back and lay down and hit that butcher up under. I grabbed my butcher. I got it down by my leg. I said, what's up, man? What you want? He said, man, Joe T, man, one of them hurt me, man. I'm pissing blood. I said, go to the clinic. I said, why are you down here? He said, man, I took everything they gave me. He said, give me another chance, man. You ain't got to take it from me like that. I said, give you another chance? I said, you had some chances. You done all kind of stuff. And then you going to try to do something like this? I said, no, it's over with, man. Get on, man. Get up out of here. So I stand up, and I push him on out, and I tap him on the arm with that butcher. Let him feel that thing. He said, dang, you doing it like that, folks? I said, don't call me folks no more, man. I'm going to pop you one good time now. You do that. He step out the door. Bro, them looking. I said, man, don't let him back up in here. Now, here they come. I don't know what done happened to them. They done got soft on me, I guess. But here they come. Talking about, but give him another chance. This, and that. Give him another chance. Man, I tell my COS, come holler at me, man. What's really going on about this brother now? These brothers want to give him another chance. They like, man, they think you was a little too harsh on him. I said, well, no. I don't think I was. I don't think I was at all. But at the end of the day, what I want to say to y'all is that getting out of an organization is almost as hard and as dangerous as getting in. Now, right now, brothers getting blessed in. That's meaning they got to stand a certain way and repeat the pledge, you know what I'm saying, and all of that kind of stuff. And then they're in. It's not, for the most part, it's not physical. But back in the day, it was all physical. But no matter how you come in, going out of this thing, other than retirement, you finna get hurt, man. You finna get hurt. Because at that point, don't nobody care about nothing that you say, nothing that you do. And you might have a lot of brothers that want they lick. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what you've done to them throughout the time in. But getting out of an organization requires pain. The same with Crips and Bloods. They gonna beat you. Blood in, blood out with both of them. And I think Vice Lord is the same way. Ain't nobody playing. Ain't nobody playing. So that's why I say, this lifestyle, you don't want it. You don't most definitely need it. Stay away from it. Because at the end of the day, you're going to find yourself in a situation where it's not going to be pretty. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Nobody's going to care about anything that you have to say. All I can tell you is this. If you become a part of an organization, a gang, getting in, they're going to make it easy for you to the extent that they're going to embrace you. They're going to, like if it's a blood or Crip and they put hands on you, they're going to whoop you, but they're going to have you so hyped up mentally that you can take it. And even if you can't take it, once they start, they're not stopping. So it is what it is. But when you try to get out of it, trust me when I say this. Trust me when I say this. They're going to try to hurt you. In some situations, depending on what it is, they might even try to kill you, man. So that's what I'm saying. So avoid that lifestyle. Leave that alone. And if anybody out there is trying to get out, man, and that's what's on your heart, get out. Because my thing is this, take whatever you have to take to get out. It's worth it. It's worth it. I'm going to wrap it up with that, y'all. This has been another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and I say peace, y'all.